Good afternoon to the students of 10th standard. Today I bring before you another educational video on your English textbook and the lesson number 3.3, Stephen Hawking. Stephen Hawking is a famous scientist from Great Britain. He is also an English theoretical physicist, cosmologist, author, and director of research at the Center of Theoretical Cosmology within the Cambridge University. Hawking was first to set out a theory of cosmology explained by a union of general theory of relativity and quantum machines. So, great physicist, many books he wrote on physics and cosmology. Cosmology, the science of origin and development of the universe, how the universe is created. So many theories have been put forward by the great scientist Stephen Hawking. And for his great writing in physics, he was awarded with the highest civilian award of United States of America, the Royal Society of Arts, Fellow of the Royal Society of Arts, a lifetime member of here you can see a lifetime member of the Pontifical Academy of Sciences and recipients of the Presidential Medal of Freedom. This one is the highest civilian award in US. And this lesson gives you the idea, the insight about the great scientist, his life, his career as a scientist, and his great works. Before starting the lesson, I have got some of the informational exercises in the warming up session. Prominent personalities are given here with their disability. John Milton. In front of John Milton in the notebook, you can write the second option, the great English poet who became blind at the age of 43 years. Blindness is the disability of John Milton. Same way, Beethoven, the first option, the great German composer who became deaf. Then Stephen Hawking, the current scientist, famous scientist of the 20th century, who is paralyzed for many years. Walt Disney, an American entrepreneur, animator, voice actor, and he had learning disability. Walt Disney, of course, I already told you. Albert Einstein, noted physicist, great 20th century scientist, had learning disability. Thomas Edison, great inventor, over 1000 patents, had learning disability and became deaf. Helen Keller was blind and deaf. Sudha Chandran, dancer, actress, whose legs had to be amputated because of an accident. Yeah, amputated. The duplicate legs. The duplicate leg was given to Sudha Chandran. On the life of Sudha Chandran, I remember one of the movies from Bollywood, Nache Mayuri. You can watch it on YouTube. The movie on Sudha Chandran, Nache Mayuri. Tanai Gray Thompson is a wheelchair racer, and Franklin Roosevelt had polio, President of United States of America, being elected for 4 terms. Yeah, so these are the informations from warming up section about prominent personalities of the world. Now in world building there are few words which you can go through. Reduplication. What is this reduplication? The root stem of word is repeated by exactly the same or with a slight change. Reduplication. For example, tweet, Peter patter, chit chat, bang bang, riff raff. It's a combination of 2 words, almost same pronunciation or slight change. Helter skelter. Then blending. In blending we have got a word like breakfast plus fast breakfast is equal to brunch. Smoke plus fog, smog. Motor plus hotel, motel. And yeah, when 2 or more words combine to form a new one. Okay, yeah. Clipping. Reducing a word to one of its syllables or part of it. Mathematics, you can reduce it by saying maths. That is called clipping. Advertisement, you can say ad. Laboratory, lab. So find out such words. Acronym, words formed from the first letter of each of the words involved. Radar, scuba, UNICEF, and NASA. Same way BBC, CID, USA, ATM, VIP, DOB, KYC, PM, GN, TY, etc. Words formed from the first letter. So in your notebook, here's the activity for you. Write 5 examples. Yeah, write 5 examples of each of the above types of world building devices. You may take the help of a dictionary or internet. So let's go across to the lesson about Stephen Hawking. By far you are going to learn this, you are going to know about this lesson from me in 2 parts. Today we'll finish the first part. As I mentioned earlier, Stephen Hawking is a famous scientist known for his work in physics and cosmology. Yeah, cosmology. You can go through the detail of the word cosmology. Development of universe, science of origin. And at the age of 21, while studying in University of Cambridge, he was diagnosed with the amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, ALS. Part of his life story was depicted in 2014 film, The Theory of Everything. So of course you can search this movie on Stephen Hawking. He was born on January 8, 1942. Long career, but most of his life was very struggling with a disease, and so on. He overcame that disease many times, many occasions. He tried his level best to overcome on his disability. By the way, as far as his career is concerned, he wrote a total 15 books, and among them some books were noteworthy. For instance, for example, The Grand Design, The Universe in a Nutshell, and The Theory of Everything. These are the noteworthy book in which he put his theory in physics and cosmology. In 1988, Hawking catapulted to international prominence with the publication of A Brief History of Time. The book called A Brief History of Time was published, and this activity is known as catapulted. Catapulted means launched. Stephen Hawking launched his first book, in 1988. Let's find out what did he mention in this book. He offered an overview of space and time. Space and time. The existence of God and the future. The work was an instant success, spending more than 4 years atop the London Sunday Times bestseller list. And this book was being sold regularly. This was a top ranked book, top selling book. Since its publication, it has sold millions of copies worldwide and been translated into more than 40 languages. So from this you can come to know the importance of the book rather. Then A Brief History of Time also was not as easy to understand as some had hoped. So book was not an easy to understand. It's very difficult to understand. It needs great study. So in 2001, Hawking followed up his book with The Universe in a Nutshell to give his ideas more prolific, to give his ideas more clearer. Stephen Hawking launched one more book, The Universe in a Nutshell, which offered a more illustrated guide to cosmology's big theories. If the earlier book is not being understood by the readers, he might have realized that. So the theory on cosmology and physics he put forward very well, with a clearer view, with the big theories, and he put forward in The Universe in a Nutshell, the second book, mind you. In 2005, Hawking authored the even more accessible A Briefer History of Time, which further simplified the original work's core concept and touched upon the newest development in the field like string theory. Central basic concepts were clearer in the third book, A Briefer History of Time. can see the picture of Stephen Hawking. In the picture you can see he is paralyzed and sitting in a wheelchair. Together these three books, along with Hawking's own research and papers, articulate the physicist's personal search for science's holy grail, a single unifying theory that can combine cosmology, the study of big, with quantum machines, the study of small, to explain how the universe began. It's this kind of ambitious thinking that has allowed Hawking, who claims he can think in 11 dimensions, to lay out some big possibilities for humankind. He has convinced that time travel is possible and that humans may indeed colonize other planets in the future. So his ideas about universe, origin of universe, his ideas about science's holy grail, a thing which is eagerly pursued or sought after. And he thought about it in different aspects, in different dimensions. In 11 dimensions he thought about it. He has claimed his ideas in 11 dimensions rather. In September 2010, Hawking spoke against the idea that God could have created the universe in his book, The Grand Design. He has authored one book called Grand Design, and he has questioned that why God hasn't taken idea from me. God could have taken idea from me to create this universe. And he spoke against the idea that God could have created the universe. So it was totally against the God's concept. And he argued that belief in a creator could be compatible with modern scientific theories. His new work, however, concluded that Big Bang was the inevitable consequences of laws of physics and nothing more. Because there is a law such as gravity, the universe can and will create itself from nothing. So Hawking believes that this universe is not created by God, it has been created by itself. And he has mentioned the law such as gravity, and from that theory he convinced, or he concretely says that the universe can and will create itself from nothing. Very important. Hawking said spontaneous creation is the reason there is something rather than nothing, why the universe exists and why we exist. So these points are very important. What did he put forward in his theories? Universe can and will create itself from nothing, and spontaneous creation is this reason where something rather than nothing, why the universe exists and why we exist. So this is the idea of Stephen Hawking about his theory in physics and cosmology, and he put forward in his these ideas in 15 books, and some of the noteworthy books, some of the aspects we have studied today, we have read out today so far till now. The Grand Design was Hawking's first major publication in almost a decade. Within his new work, Hawking set out to challenge Sir Isaac Newton's belief that universe had to have been designed by God, simply because it could not have been born from chaos. Universe has been designed by God. This is Newton's theory. So that was challenged by Hawking in his book called The Grand Design. Yeah. It is not necessary to invoke God to light the blue touch paper and set the universe going, Hawking said. So, the theories of physics, the theories of science, they are not relied on God, invoking God. So, it's purely some concrete rules are there, and with the help of that, the universe has been created by itself. That's what Hawking claimed in his books. So, in the first part, we have studied the theories of Stephen Hawking about physics and cosmology. Yeah. And in the second part, we are going to discuss about his disabilities and disease and how did he overcome his disabilities and became successful. So that we will discuss in the next part. Till then, bye for now. Thank you so much.